This is Arts Alive. I'm Linda Philippi, and we're in the studio today with Claudia Herber. Claudia is here from Currents Gallery in downtown McMinnville to talk about their upcoming not only show, but reception. And it's been a day or two since we've had live receptions, so that's pretty exciting. And welcome.
Thank you, Linda. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Currents. I think longtime viewers of this show are probably pretty familiar with Currents Gallery. And I was trying to think about this. Are you celebrating 20 years this year?
I wish I could say 20 years, but it is 17.
Is it really?
It is.
See, I was thinking, because I used to rent that space, actually.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, 3,000 years ago. And
Yeah.
I was thinking, right after me, didn't they go in? But maybe, I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, 17 years
Wow.
ago. And actually, we still have 3 of the original partners.
You know, that's a triumph for an art gallery, a co-op art gallery, mind you, to be going strong after so many years. I think it's a wonderful testament, not only to the people who've owned the building, you know, both Marylands,
Yes,
but
both Marylands.
but also, you know, the crowd of people, the artists and the people that are involved with it and willing to make the commitment, and the people who are willing to support the, you know, the artists.
It is true. It is true. We're excited that we still have the three beginners, and I'm happy to be in it. I'm 4 years as a partner, and so we've been pretty stable. We have 7 artist partners at this point.
Who are the 3 originals that are still with you?
Ilse Peirce, Phyllis Bradner. We really call Phyllis our true founder. She recruited Ilse and then Kathleen Buck.
Yep.
So I think within 3 or 4 months of the original starting.
Phyllis is a trip, isn't she?
Oh my goodness.
I love her. She's amazing. They're all amazing women, truthfully.
They are, and they're all very community minded, which is lovely. And it was really nice for me bringing, because I'm a newcomer, you get submerged immediately into the community and what's going on, and it just made my life just bloom.
It's a great way to meet people and make new friends.
Absolutely.
You know, and people that you know you have something in common with.
Exactly.
That you're probably going to really like.
Exactly. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your own journey to McMinnville.
Well, my husband and I came from California. We spent our careers in Southern California, and then retirement came, and his dream was to take our 40-foot motorhome and go traveling, and I was a yes.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as I could put my art somewhere in the basement and do it along the way, it worked out fine. So we traveled for 6 years, and then unexpectedly landed here in McMinnville. It was just like we fell in love, and that was it, and gave it all up and said, let's stay here. And of course, then I found Currents Gallery, and I just was home.
How many people have you met who've told you a version of that story?
I have met quite a few, actually.
I've heard quite a few versions of that story.
Yes, I think so.
From someplace else, came to Oregon, whatever, traveling through, or visiting the kids, or friends, or wanted to see the coast on a whim, got to McMinnville and said, this is it.
This is it, exactly.
I love it, I'm so glad.
Thank you, yes. I'm ecstatic, I'm over the moon. And the kids call and say, can you, oh, sorry, busy.
Right? Do they want you to babysit?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
They're not that kind.
No.
All right, what was I going to ask you? So tell me about your own art.
I am a gourd artist. So a gourd is a plant material. It grows on a vine for a year, and then the vine dies. You separate the vine and the gourd. It dries in the field, and it's got to dry for about a year, and then you have a very stable, funny shape to play with. So I carve, paint, wood burn, I don't know, whatever the gourd says to me is what we do.
How did you land on gourds as your medium?
I have a sister who called me one day and said, come over and play. I've got this new thing to play with. So an art major in college and all that kind of fun, I just took to that gourd. It was just a funny thing, and that's been over 20 years ago.
I think I love gourd art for this reason. It's so light.
Yes, exactly.
It's you know, you look at it and you think, oh, that's going to feel heavy like a piece of pottery, and you pick it up and it's like a little feather. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is the exact reaction that people get when they come in the gallery. And my art happens to look so much like pottery, I think. People sort of think that's what it is. But
I love it, and I'm sure that you've got some images to show us.
I hope so. I'll have to let Mike do that.
Okay, well, we'll see what he comes up with. But in the meantime, so tell me about the show that you're mounting and the reception. Yes,
I'd love to tell you about that. We're going to open this show on April 12th, and it'll run April 12th through May 15th.
Okay.
And we're calling it Poetic Artistry.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we're featuring our artist associates. Now they're the people that volunteer their time to run our gallery. And we have 9 of them. And so we'll feature their art on our walls. We have this special feature wall.
Okay.
And, oh yeah, there's one of them now.
Okay.
So we'll feature them on and then we've invited a group of poets to come, and they are going to write poems about something that inspires them. And then we will mount both the art and the poem, hopefully close together. So as you come in, you kind of get 2 for 1. You get the exposure of something literate and then the beautiful painting or sculpture or jewelry or whatever it is. So I know April is Poetry Month. And then will you feature live poetry readings at the reception? Okay. Yes, at the reception. They'll start at 1 o'clock and go till 4 or whenever they're finished. But that'll be in our gallery, and the reception begins at noon. Okay. So we're looking forward to lots of people coming and enjoying both the poets and the arts. Now, are they choosing a piece of art in the gallery as their inspiration point? Yes. Okay, so for example, the necklace that you're wearing, one of the artists may choose to write the poem about that necklace. Exactly. Okay. Gotcha. Exactly. And we're sort of expecting that we may have more than just one poem about an art piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to publish them all in a book. Ah. So you may see it on the wall, but you also may see it in a book. I love that. Will they be illustrated with the art, the inspirational art? Is that how that's going to work? You know, that would be a good idea. Well, I think it would be. It would be. We'll see if we can make that happen. I was going to say, Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda. There's one more thing on my to-do list. Exactly. Oh, my goodness. I'll get Phyllis to do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, you know, and Phyllis is a great writer. I'm sure you know that. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. She's absolutely. Yeah. That's the exciting thing about working with these artists. They all have so many talents. They're multifaceted, Absolutely. It's for sure. Yeah. And all those talents have come to bear as we've come along this 17-year journey. Mm-hmm. I know it's always fun to, you know, go by and see, oh, what color are they painting the wall this time? You know, for the new art installation that's going up. And I like the ones when sometimes you've had the clocks, you know, all the little whimsical clocks and things made of spare parts. And, yes, that's an and early art. Exactly. So each month we feature a new artist, and twice a year we do a call to the community and say, come and do whatever we've decided. Come and give us a painting on a certain size canvas. We'll do that. Or there's a call to artists, all the fiber artists, which is a big show in September. So all the community comes together. And so we're not showing our members' art, we're showing people from the community. Now, for the fiber artist show,
Do you let people come in who are from out of the county or no?
Oh, absolutely. You just have to live in Oregon.
I have a friend that's a fabulous, she felts.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yes, she's got to
Wonderful.
know about this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, we do have a website, currentsgallery.com. So you can always go to the website and you can see you can see our calendar, you can see what's coming up, what shows are going to be coming, and shows that actually, like the Fiber show, will have an invitation to them. Mm-hmm. So easy peasy.
I think that's wonderful. So what else is going on down there? Are you doing any classes?
Oh, thank you for asking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in fact, we, with COVID, that was pretty shut down. Although we very successfully ran quite a few Zoom classes that were very well attended. And
The famous Zoom classes.
Oh yeah, oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah. We one day thought, what if we did it on Zoom? And we started out offering these $5 half an hour painting classes with Kathleen Buck.
Oh, how fun.
Yes, now we've moved her up. She's now $20.
Good.
But then that attracted some of our other painters to come into the fray. So we did that for quite a while. That was very successful. And it kept us, it kept us going. It kept us in the eye of our patrons.
I think that's really important. During COVID, a friend of mine, she and her husband live in Arizona, and she said, "Do you want to do a Zoom cooking class with us?" I said,
Yes.
"Sure."
Yes.
So, you send off and get your little ticket or whatever, and you got to go get all your ingredients. It was panna cotta.
Oh my goodness.
And it was lovely.
Yes.
And I ate every one of them by myself because I was home alone and it was COVID. And I said, okay, I'll just eat one and I'll probably just toss the rest. Next day, I'm like, I think I'll eat the other one.
Yeah.
There's only 4.
Four delightful treats.
I powered through them. So at least with art, it's not fattening.
No, exactly. Not fattening at all. So now we're back to doing in-person classes. We have a beautiful classroom behind the gallery.
You really do. Mm-hmm.
It's lovely, and it has the street entrance is on 2nd Street, so we're a parking lot back there. Mm-hmm. And so we're running. Right now, we've got a painting class, a collage class, and as we acquire more classes, then they'll show up on our website. We used to do, when classes were easy to have in-person classes, we'd do a whole menu. I'd get a whole section of time and get everybody lined up. I'm progressing, I have to admit, Linda, a little slower this time because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
And so we do that. We have a couple of people. We've got Tracy White from Mary Artist. She's renting our gallery and our studio for her watercolor class. So anybody who's interested in watercolor, talk to Tracy at Mary Artist. That's when she's doing it. And then we have another girl who shows up the 2nd Saturday of every month, and she's doing make your own candles.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the old-fashioned dip.
She takes these wax forms that she's got, and then you put them together in a little container, and it's absolutely darling. And our backdoor studio, smells wonderful.
Oh, I bet it does. Putting in some different essential oils and things.
Exactly.
Oh,
They all
fun.
smell great. So in the meantime, we have that wonderful space, and the classes will start coming a little steadier as we progress.
Okay, let's circle back around and talk about the opening and the reception again. April 12th.
April 12th is the show opens. Mm-hmm. April 16th, which is Saturday, from noon to 4 will be the reception.
Okay.
The poets are scheduled to start about 1 o'clock.
On the 16th.
On the 16th.
Okay, that will be absolutely wonderful. Well, I really want to say thanks for coming in. It's great to meet you.
Thank you.
And I wish you a lot of success with that. And especially, hopefully we're going to get back to normal.
Well, this normal is pretty darn good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.